Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to League 1 Season 32, Week 11, where your number 2 Penn State Nittany Lions are hosting the West Virginia Mountaineers. All right, so let's take a quick look at the Mountaineers here before we get started. All right, so Marshall is a 79 junior, so he's okay, but not great. White is out, and so they've got Knighton and Willis, who are serviceable. McBee is a solid halfback. 2 decent wide receivers, but nobody really with breakout speed. But Barnes is a very good tight end. All right, 81, 82, 79 with no depth at center because Lee is injured. 80, 77. That is a good but not great line. And on defense, 86 playing at left, 84 playing at right. So 2 good edges. Backed up by an 81 D tackle, so solid front 3, 81, 82, 74. Weaker linebackers, and then strong in the secondary, 86, 85, 89, 83 at free safety, 81 strong safety. So we don't really want to go up against that secondary. We want to keep it really attacking those linebackers if we can. And so, but hopefully, you know, we've got a good defense. They play good defense. We get some stops. We run the ball, and then, you know, we go home. All right. I'm going to give them the yellows.
Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start.
And that is a downpour.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will be first on the attack. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Spanning more than 15 successful seasons and covering the country from Florida, North Carolina, Iowa, Ohio, Oklahoma, California, and Virginia, this is League One NCAA football.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what...
There he goes! Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 45. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but it's probably in 40 yards.
Defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try the run. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Penn. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Headed to the end zone. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
All right, then. Good start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia hasn't the offense ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Hand off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He's not going to get taken care of. Job out of the defense to stop him in his tracks.
I love the play call on third down. You're trying to get the running back involved on the screen. You just got to get it and execute that quick down and put it up in front. Now they're facing.
All right, great stop.
And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants from this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Plows through the defense. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Right on the money. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to
Yeah,
convert
that's a
on
long
3rd and
one.
short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. No good. And the margin is still...
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink! Son of a bitch! This can't play me! Son of a bitch! If I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my
Singleton. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback and down.
And that is priority number one.
Another one bites the dust.
Get to the quarterback.
And another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, I got to do
Backfield creator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get it.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
And tackled there by the defense.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests.
Oh!
And they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get it.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink! Son of a bitch! This can't be me! Son of a bitch! If I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my life! Yeah!
First down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Now the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air.
I mean, do I have to?
Looking for space, it's Allen. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. to the ground with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And he'll power his way behind the offensive line and pick up a first down.
Man, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Aller. Finds the tight end. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Pena. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down. Is there on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. It's Smith. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Allard. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's
is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at it. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the gun, the running back has it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. Jukes his way for more. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay, so if he's my 2nd strong safety, I don't really want to put in Belgrave shorter. Where is Harris? No, can't be Harris. But it could be Campbell. Can't be Harris. Can it be Washington? No. Andrews. Can't wait. Can it be? It can't be Fisher. It can't be Dennis Sutton. But I believe it can be yeah, it can be Granville. Okay.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense
another
knocks
goddamn.
it free,
What
and
the
fourth
hell?
down is coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Right. Okay, which means alright. Which means I've got to look up who can I put in that spot. Alright, because I'm taking out Rucci. Shelton is the starter on the right. So I will Ione. No, oh no, Goodman is getting a red shirt. Okay. Dawkins is a starter. Cousins, nope. Nope. Yeah, it's gonna. Okay.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Penn. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. West Virginia is it in the offense ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. They're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
All right, so now we'll take a quick look at how all of our various injuries are doing. Shelton. Okay, and now leaving some stats for a halftime break.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
Okay.
Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
On the one hand, I'd like to do that. On the other hand, I'm losing offensive linemen.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
A little bit of momentum.
Stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. I've been taking care of business. It's alright.
Rucci, you are out for the game. Shanahan Jr.? Where is Shanahan Jr. starting? Okay.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. He's topped 150 yards on the ground. 18 Nittany Lion backs have gone for 2K. They've had some great names in history. Franco Harris, Lydell Mitchell, John Cappelletti, Saquon. Maybe this guy's going to be remembered among those legends.
Man, that's crazy to go back and think about those guys and those kind of playmakers coming from one school. I want to be the next guy. That's why you want to go to Penn State to put your name on that list.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Using his legs, it's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game, so if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air, it's Henderson. Pressure coming. Gets away. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Another one bites the dust.
This is a master class, a clinic on
Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Shoot up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Turning it on. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space. It's Singleton. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
This guy's...
All right. Singleton, you are benched.
Today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Hard running there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Aller. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Runs for the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play.
It's always so hard.
Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, gonna get to do. Another one bites the dust. Shoot out.
which sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once.
There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. What an explosive eruption into the end zone on this running back.
And this back does it a lot when he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, play action, we can throw. But it starts with the run game, and this guy set everything up.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap.
All right.
Touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Looking to buy time. On the move at the 30. Right down the middle.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Nice catch and good work.
Son of a bitch! Give me a dream! Son of a bitch! This can't play me! Son of a bitch! If I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my yeah.
Fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
On the ground, it's Allen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. West Virginia. Back ready to dive into that playbook. They'll run it from the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
The Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling.
He's got first down and more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Going for it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
Man, that hurts. If you're the offensive coordinator, you need to come up with a
shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Running out the clock,
we won't,
a mere
but
formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Winning those individual 6-second battles
So, great defense. Offense was hit and miss. And it was the run game that worked. Just the run game. Well, I'm glad we had no permanent injuries after that. Let's take a quick look at our upcoming games. So, in the ACC, North Carolina is at Pittsburgh this weekend. In the Big 12, Texas A&M beat Missouri. And in the SEC, we shall see Georgia Tech at Florida. And coming up in Week 12, Ole Miss at Florida, number 20 Ole Miss at Florida. And Texas A&M at Georgia. Indiana, undefeated Indiana, at Wisconsin. Kansas State at Nebraska. Penn State at Maryland. And North Carolina at Wake Forest. Thank you for joining us, and in the immortal words of Coach Spector, have a great week. Kick its ass.